Hey everyone, it's Alex, and today we're talking about the new Black Bolt deck that I had discussed on the Decks of the Week, a brew that I had generated over the course of the Twitch drops, and honestly, I do think this deck is very strong. In these gameplay highlights, you're going to see just how effective it can be, but most notably, if you're scared about the blob factor, well, blob, since its nerf, has come down in play rate pretty significantly, and therefore is giving Darkhawk some room to breathe, which is pretty good. Now, if you don't have Grandmaster, right off the top, you can actually substitute Grandmaster. You can take Grandmaster out, and I do think that something like an Iron Lad is probably a good choice. Iron Lad is a good fit in this deck as a whole, and honestly, you probably have Iron Lad because we've been telling you for months to get Iron Lad. And if you don't, then use the auto deck builder and see what it comes up with. But at the end of the day, I do think Grandmaster is actually a pretty good card in this shell. Most notably, now I don't have it on the screen, but what Grandmaster did well, and I discussed it on the Snapchat, is if you play Korg on turn 1 and you don't have Ravona in your hand for turn 2, and you have Grandmaster, getting a double proc on Korg isn't all that bad, especially if turn 3 you end up playing Rock Slide. That's 4 rocks, right? Conversely, if you have Ravona, you want to hold the Grandmaster for a potential play on turn 4, where you can play, like, for instance, turn 1 Korg, turn 2 Ravona, turn 3 Rock Slide, turn 4 you reproc the Rock Slide, and you can play a Black Widow because the Grandmaster costs 1. There's a lot of interesting synergistic plays you can make. I do really like this deck, and again, the version we're looking at right now is the Iron Lad version, but I do like the Grandmaster version too. But ultimately, in these gameplay highlights you're going to see that it works really well, and it can be very disruptive. One note though, and this is one of those things that I think in future deck building has to be solved, the decks where Black Bolt works best oftentimes are the ones that have this added disruption. But the sad part is you're often playing Black Bolt and you're discarding a rock that, you know, you hit in with the Korg or Rock Slide, which feels kind of bad. I'd like to see decks where perhaps you're doing more disruption, kind of like what a Silver Samurai tends to do, where it gets rid of a piece of their card or their deck they're actually looking forward to playing. I mean, they're kind of targeting the same thing, but anyways, I digress. You know what I mean. Silver Samurai isn't often playing Korg and Rock Slide, so it's hitting an actual card, whereas the Black Bolt is being used as a discard just to activate Stature, right? It's also notable that on turn 6 with Ravona on the board, you can play Darkhawk, Mystique, and Stature using 6 energy. So that's one of the major pop-off plays you can look forward to. Regardless, guys, I hope you enjoy these gameplay highlights. Hit the like button if you'd like to support my content, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We got Ravona Rank Slayer coming on down. The next contestant on You're Gonna Get Clapped. Hype train started. Let's go. He doesn't care what anybody says. That's true. I didn't realize I said that as often as I did. People have been memeing about me saying that very often. Man, Magento already? So much Magento gameplay all the time. Man, Blarble? Why are you playing so good? Yo, imagine caring about order at all. Imagine putting any effort into order whatsoever. I can't play Darkhawk now anyway. There's always Doomers here. Oh man, as Pool 3 guy, tokens are pretty nice for purchase because it's difficult to get them any other ways. Yeah, 100%. I can understand that. Is that a Giganto? Are you kidding me?
All systems go.
Gamer play Giganto? Do I snap here? Let's just take these two. We don't snap. Oh! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! They're snapping? Why? Why would they snap? How can she snap? There's no way, right? But listen, I know you guys think Darkhawk mid, but I think you flip this. I think you flip this location. I like the idea of flipping this location. I go 8. We're going 8. I'm sending 8. I'm confident here. There's no reason for them to believe I'm playing Darkhawk right now. And I can definitely flip this location. If they play like Shang-Chi into this, I'm crying, but also I'll probably end up winning here. We send for 8. Jeff movement to mid. So maybe I overkilled this location slightly. Oh. Oh! Big boy Thanos, not enough. Victory. Not enough. And, I mean, that's one of the advantages of playing a deck that doesn't really sell itself as to what it is. They weren't expecting a 24 power Darkhawk, right? So that is a very strong A-cube finish there. Very strong A-cube finish. Oh, it's an invisible woman. It's extra invisible on the Onslaught Citadel. I respect that gameplay, honestly, I do. Now, I have Iron Man Mystique, which is dirty, but I kind of want to pump their deck a little bit here. I think it's worth doing a little bit of pumping here because whatever they're trying to draw into, I want them to not enjoy it. So hopefully they just draw into a rock. Like a rock. Oh, like a rock. This is good. I've already snapped.
I am Iron Man.
Look at all this ongoing.
Iron Man.
This is a Tribunal deck, isn't it? Jubilee right is super risky considering if they drew their Onslaught or something, they'd probably feel bad. Oh my god. They did it. I think I have to Darkhawk here. We have to go vertical enough that they can't do anything. That's 76 power. But they never played Magic, right? So this is Iron Man Onslaught, right? It has to be. We lose. Whoa, MODOK Hella? Are we MODOK Hella gaming? Tell me they drew Hella. Oh my god, they drew Hella. I might still win.
Iron Man.
Onslaught go right? Onslaught go right? Thank god. Wow, we high rolled the Onslaught. That's crazy. That is crazy. I was expecting just a clean Iron Man Onslaught, just pump, right? They went with the Hella MODOK, which I respect. If this Onslaught ended up here, there might have been I don't know. It would have been more, that's for sure. It would have helped. It would have definitely helped. I don't know if it would have won or not. I could do the math, but I'm not going to. Hard for us to win left unless we start really early with massive disruption. We snap this because we have the, we can actually fill that location next turn. Stature, Jeff, Grandmaster fills and kicks Rock Slide. So they're snapping into us. Okay. So they're holding one card. They wouldn't have done that with Hella. Okay. Stature. This brings Rock Slide. We get a free 6-drop. This is pretty strong here. Okay. Heimdall's not crazy. It's weird. Not crazy. Silver Samurai was their top deck. We're actually not looking bad here. If they hold this card, we discard it. If it's a rock, we discard it. But if it's Hella, we discard it. No matter what, we have to play Black Bolt here. So they drew into a rock. Like a rock. Oh, like a rock. 4-stack. This is kind of entertaining. Oh. They never drew they drew a rock. Well, the disruption worked. Nova Ravona makes me a little sad here. And this is the question that Cozy and I were talking about, right? Grandmaster in this case, it's 2 rocks in their deck. Yeah, you want more, but I don't have Ravona. I'm on turn 3 now, right? I never even got Ravona. So ultimately, like, now this is 4 rocks, right? So yeah, this was the low bar for Grandmaster's effect. But now there's 4 rocks in their deck, right? There's 4 rocks in their deck now. And that's not insignificant for a player trying to draw a combo piece. Now, Black Bolt feels bad in these decks slightly because it always hits the rock, right? Ravona's a great play here. This card is so good. I don't care what anyone says. Ravona Renslayer's top tier, top notch, man.
Clear for takeoff.
The problem is we always discard a rock. This prevents them from drawing hella. This denies them another draw, which should be a rock. But either way, we take no chances. This is Shang-Chi. Giganto. Wow. And it loses by 1. Yeah, okay. Quality. It's a good win there. It's a good win there. And I think that really showcased why playing Grandmaster is not a problem. We would have lost that game if Grandmaster, not lost, but the fact that we Grandmastered the Korg and got that extra rock in their deck actually makes a difference left right now, right? This is good here. We got Korg into Rockside Grandmaster, which is pretty nice. It's a very enjoyable play here. We could play Rockside into Muir Island for the 50-50 on the Grandmaster. But I think I'd rather just ensure the rock slide hit here. Oh my god. How can this happen to me? I've made my mistakes. I've got nowhere to run. I'm going to play this here. This should proc... Oh, come on. Ruthless. You're leaving Great Web? Seriously? Hate this. That's a paddling. That is a paddling. We always top deck stature. 10. This is 20 versus 17. This never betrays us? No. Widow's Bite into Mystique. What the flip? They hate me. Oh, this is a disaster for our opponent. They're so mad. They have to be mad. Oh, the humanity. I actually think they had a winning line. Oh, they're probably so pissed. They were like, okay, I'm going to play the Widow's Bites and I'm going to Valkyrie that location, right? And then Black Bolt's like, nope, see you later. And that's where Black Bolt's so good. But in these decks, like, he's always hitting these rocks, right? But Black Bolt actually got her done that one.